Hey everybody, it's me, and it's Wayne Day. I went down to go get my iPhone today. We woke up at 5 a.m. to go to the Apple store. We got there like 5:45. There was a huge line. I mean, it was ridiculous. So we got out, we waited in line for an hour and a half. And then finally, one of the Apple people, like the representatives, came out and they were like, "We're gonna run out of iPhones back there." Like, all the way to the front of the line. She's like, "All the pre-orders took all the phones. So there's not gonna be any phones left for all of you back there," and like pointed, and I was just like, shit. And then she said, "Well, we will be getting a shipment later, but we don't know how much we're gonna get. We might get 10, we might get 500, so we don't know. If you want to hang around, you can, but we don't know what time, how many, or blah, just completely up in the air." So we were like, shit, you can pre-order and send them to the Apple store? Like, you can make reservations, because we went to AT&T a week ago or so, when I have a video stating that I did. And the guy, Larry, at AT&T was like, "No, you can't pre-order the iPhones and have them shipped to the store." He said the only option you can do with pre-ordering is have them shipped to your home. And we were like, well, we don't really want to do that, because then it comes like 2 days later to the home, he said. And I mean, it's just like all the extra shipping that it'll have to go through, I didn't want that. I just wanted it to be safely shipped to the store in bulk, like in big boxes, so that it wouldn't get banged up too much. And that if there were any defects with the phone, immediately you could get a different one. Anyway, to make a long story short, we were like, well, maybe we could go to the AT&T store with that guy and talk with him, and hopefully they'll have one for us, because he said all you have to do is come in on the day they come out, and I'll set you guys up. You've already been pre-approved for the phone and blah, blah, blah. So we drove all the way to the AT&T store where we had gone before. And even before they opened up, a guy came out. I guess it was probably like the store manager, and he was like, "How many of you people pre-ordered and sent your phone to the store?" And we were like, "What the F?" Like, we were just so not informed about what was going on. Like, I guess in order to get the iPhone, you have to be like going to the Apple store or going to the AT&T store like every single day. So people were like, "Oh, me," and Ren and I were like, shit. And then the guy was like, "Well, if you don't have a pre-order slip or whatever, you're not getting your phone today, because we're having to split up the iPhone release in 2 days. So the people who didn't pre-order the phones will have to buy their iPhone on the 29th. God, it's like, I didn't even care that much. I mean, Ren and I discussed this on our way back. We were like, let's just screw it. Let's go to Panera and get breakfast, and I was like, yeah, let's do it, because I was like all upset, and like fired up. And we were like, why are we going to spend our hard-earned money? Like, here's $200, give me the new phone. And it should not be filled with that many inconveniences. It's like we're spending our hard-earned money on this item, that's going to be awesome, and I still really want it, by the way. It just sucks the way that it had to go. Like, the girl, when we were sitting out front in the Apple store, we were sitting at Coconut Point, and if you've never been to Coconut Point, it's like this outdoor shopping mall, and there's store after store after store, like, lined up down this outdoor, like, shopping thing. And this girl was talking to us that worked with Apple, and she was like, "Oh, Apple's such a great company. They paid to air condition all the stores on this lane so that when you got here in the morning, the air conditioning would seep out of the store and make you cooler." And I was like, oh, well, that's cool. Like, not really thinking, like, what's the point of that? And it's like, if Apple really cared, they would have taken all that money they put in paying the electric company to, pay the air conditioning bill. They would have taken all that money and they would have just put it into manufacturing more iPhones to make people happy so they could actually get one today. Anyway, it's not that big of a deal. I will get one eventually. It's sucky because I was just so excited, and whatever. I'm done about the iPhone because it's already been 5 minutes. Okay, so because none of that really worked out, like I was planning on going down there really early in the morning, getting the iPhone, and coming back and weighing myself for my weigh-in. But because none of that worked out, and I chose to eat Panera Bread, I'm not going to weigh myself today. Because I feel like it's not an accurate reading. And I seriously ate so much this week. My goal this week was to try to shock my body off this plateau that I feel like I'm having. So I worked out less and I ate more. I ate roughly 1,400 to 1,800 calories a day, which is a lot. And there are some days where I couldn't even get all that in. Like sometimes I would just eat to my normal 1,200, but most of the days I was able to get at least to 1,500. I would really try to just eat more of something. I would try to really fill myself up, which I was able to do. So I'm not really gonna update you guys on anything else. I'll do that tomorrow. But just a quick update for people who are trying to get the iPhone today. Good luck. I know that they said at the Apple Store in Coconut Point that they are getting another shipment. So maybe I will call later and see if they have more. But if not, I will just get it later. Anyway, I'll weigh in tomorrow, and I'm sorry this video was such a bummer, but I'm pissed. I'm really pissed and disappointed, Disappointed. But it's okay. I'll get it eventually. Alright, well, I'm gonna go eat some watermelon, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.